Our world faces the challenge of meeting the increasing demand for affordable, reliable and safe energy, whilst at the same time reducing carbon dioxide emissions. Chrysaor-operated assets emit just under 1 million tonnes of carbon dioxide per year, while the whole of the UK emits around 364 million tonnes of carbon dioxide. As the leading exploration and production company in the UK North Sea, we are taking steps within our operations and wider business to reduce emissions and align to government targets of net carbon zero. We must approach this challenge from two different angles. Firstly, to produce our hydrocarbons in the most environmentally sustainable way we can. Secondly, we look to invest in low-carbon energy supplies to power our assets, such as electrification, hydrogen and other low-carbon fuels, as well as removing and offsetting remaining emissions with carbon capture and storage. 90% of our carbon dioxide emissions emitted from the Chrysaor-operated assets are from the gas turbines used to power the assets, with a further 10% of the carbon dioxide emissions attributed to the flare. Our energy transition initiatives have already seen a reduction in our emissions whilst increasing our production, leading to improved carbon intensity. We're aiming for a 30% reduction in carbon emissions from our operated assets by 2025, with a further 20% by 2028. We aim to reduce emissions on our operated assets, specifically our main compressor packages, by upgrading gas turbines to HEPA filters to better condition the air entering our gas turbines to maintain GT thermal efficiency and reduce fuel consumption. Optimizing the GT controls to reduce inefficient operation of blow-off valves operating too soon. Optimizing anti-surge control on compressors to reduce the level of recycle in the compression system and the associated energy demand. Re-wheel compressors to match production rates, thus reducing energy needed from oversized compressors. Close monitoring of the packages for degradation and correcting where necessary to maintain maximum efficiency. Reduce electrical energy consumption by re-wheeling the main export, process and utilities pumps to match the current production. And going to minimal generator operation to increase the efficiency of the electrical power produced offshore. We are studying the feasibility of the flare gas recovery to reduce the level of flaring. We've also partnered with BP and the Oil and Gas Technology Centre to measure methane emissions from our assets using drones, with the goal to identify, hunt and remove any fugitive emissions. We're exploring economically challenging low-carbon sources to power our assets, including renewable energy and power from onshore. These are dependent on legislative change to make them viable. Currently, we are focusing on asset interconnection in preparation for a viable connection. In addition to this, we've invested in the Acorn carbon capture and hydrogen projects. Both of these projects are designed to remove UK and possibly European emissions. 48% of what we currently produce is natural gas, not only the cleanest form of hydrocarbon to supply energy to the UK, but also one of the cleanest natural gases in comparison to other gas imports to the UK, which is crucial for the energy transition to net zero. Excluding energy, the oil and gas industry will continue to be vitally important for many decades to come, supplying the critical raw products that currently have no natural substitute and is critical to the renewable energy industry. Action now is vital in order to achieve our vision of a market-leading North European E&P company that we and our stakeholders can be proud of. Our energy transition journey has begun. Let's be part of the solution together.